A sample of radioactive material A that has an activity of 10 MCI has twice the number of nuclei as another sample of different radioactive material B which has an activity of 20 MCI. The correct choices for half-lives of A and B would then be respectively. The rate of radioactive decay, that is minus dN by dt, is directly proportional to N, where N is the active number of nuclei. So this becomes minus dN upon dt equals to lambda n, where lambda is the proportionality constant and it is called the decay constant. Activity of any material is the rate of radioactive decay, that is minus dN by dt, which is lambda n. It is given to us that activity of A is 10 and activity of B is 20. The initial number of nuclei of A is 2 times N0, where N0 is the initial number of nuclei of B. So putting A equals to lambda n, we can write 10 equals to lambda A into 2N0. Similarly, 20 equals to lambda B into N0, where lambda A and lambda B are the decay constants of material A and B. So these two equations gives half equals to 2 lambda A upon lambda B. So lambda B equals to 4 lambda A. Now as we have seen earlier, minus dN by dt equals to lambda n. We can write this as minus dN by n equals to lambda dt. Integrating this on both the sides, we get integral of minus dN by n equals to integral of lambda dt. At t equals to 0, the initial number of nuclei, let us assume them to be N0, and at any time t, the number of nuclei will be n. Integrating this, we get minus of ln n upon n0 equals to lambda t. So n comes out to be n0 e to the power minus lambda t. At half-life, we will have n equals to n0 by 2. So putting in equation 2, we get n0 by 2 equals to n0 e to the power minus lambda t half. We get e to the power minus lambda t half equals to half. Taking natural log on both the sides, we get minus lambda into t half equals to minus ln 2. So the half-life comes out to be ln 2 by lambda. So the half-life of A divided by the half-life of B will be lambda B upon lambda A, which will be 4 lambda A upon lambda A. This is 4. According to the given options, the option which satisfies this ratio is option C.